Hi everyone, today I'll be trying out a new recipe with a pre-made seasoning of butter chicken, which I purchased from our grocery store. So it's a national butter chicken recipe. So I have prepared my chicken and my dairy, and then I'm gonna put the spices into the ingredients. So let's go ahead and do this recipe. So it starts off with some butter. I've heated my pan. It's on a medium heat. So the pan is now heated up. And I'm going to start off with putting in the butter. I'm going to put lots of butter so that the chicken doesn't stick to the pan. So once the butter is melted, I'm going to add in my boneless chicken that I have washed and I've cleaned, and I've cut up into cubes around this size. So now the butter is all melted, I'm going to add in my chicken and I'm going to brown it. I continuously stir it because if I don't, then the chicken will stick to the pan. So with the butter, it's preventing that from happening. So I'm going to continue cooking it until it is a brown color on the outside, so that it's cooked on the outside, and then throughout the process, it will cook fully. So now that we've had our chicken cooking for a while, the outside of the chicken is all cooked. I know the center of the chicken is not fully cooked as of yet, but as we cook it and add the other ingredients, it gives that opportunity for the chicken to continue to cook. So we're now going to add in the seasoning that is for the butter chicken. So we're going to make sure it's nicely sprinkled throughout the entire batch of chicken so it's evenly mixed. We're going to mix that up. And then the recipe calls for tomato paste, and I'm going to put, I have already a like a cherry tomato paste, which has natural, it's an organic mix, and the cherry tomatoes are easy to squish up like a paste, so I'm going to choose this with a bit of a sauce to go into the mix. And then we're going to cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'll stir it around. So far, the colors of the chicken is nice and red. It smells wonderful with the natural butter, the tomatoes, and the seasoning of the butter chicken. So now we're going to let that cook again, like I said, for about 5 to 7 minutes. And then we're able to add in our next ingredients. So now that we have the butter chicken cooking in its seasoning and in the chicken and the butter, it's now ready to add in the dairy products for this recipe. So we're going to start off by adding some milk. I'm choosing almond milk because I don't usually drink a lot of dairy, so I'm going to be adding in some almond milk. So we add in the milk and we cook this for about 5 minutes, and then we'll start adding in our next ingredients. So we let this come to a boil again, and we cook it for 5 minutes. So now that we've been cooking the chicken with the butter chicken mix and the butter and then the almond milk that we added last, we've been cooking it for about 5 to 7 minutes. We're now going to add some cream into the ingredients. It has come to a boil and all the ingredients is nicely blended. So now we're going to add in the cream. we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then we're gonna let it rest for a while and then it's ready to serve. Now that we have all the ingredients cooked and complete this butter chicken recipe, it is now fully cooked. So it's nice and creamy with the dairy products that we put inside. The chicken is nice and fully cooked. And what I've done is I've cooked a steamed rice off to the side. You can also have it with naan. You can also cook a curry potato and cauliflower, which would complement this nicely. So we have chosen a steamed rice for this dinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plate some of the rice off to the side. And then we're going to serve the butter chicken just off to the side of the rice. Now if you had naan, you could put a little bit more sauce on top so that you can dip your naan in. I'm just going to put some on top of the plate. And then I'm going to, so that's what it looks so far. So we have our butter chicken and rice. And then I'm going to garnish it with some parsley. This is fresh parsley that I've grown inside, which is nice. So we have some fresh spice. And that's what it looks like. So a nice dinner. It's nice and light and fresh. And I'm very excited to trying it out. So if you like this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our page. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification button. Thank you.